Hello, everybody. I have 20 minutes until I have to go to the dentist, so I figured I'd make a video in the time before I get there. I've been thinking about this for a while, maybe like a couple months. I do not have very good relationships with my sisters, and I've realized a lot about one of them that I didn't see clearly until after we got into an argument, and I kind of set a boundary up saying like, hey, I don't want to fight about this. Let's take some time and revisit this when she didn't really want to be defensive anymore. And of course, haven't heard from her. She'll send me like a Snapchat here and there of her animals, but I don't get any other messages or anything from her. And it's interesting because she has always kind of been nasty to me in different ways. And I have noticed her be nasty to other people. And I've also noticed her talking shit about people behind their back, calling them narcissists. And during the time, I believed her, and I thought, oh, they probably are a narcissist or whatever. I didn't really know exactly what the signs or symptoms or whatever of a narcissist are, but I have been doing my research. I've been listening to videos about narcissism, and one of the things that a lot of narcissists do to their victims or whatever is they will gaslight them. And if you aren't sure what gaslighting is, it's basically someone saying, you're crazy, I didn't say that, what's wrong with you? Why can't you take accountability for being so shitty? Basically just saying that you're a crappy person, and even though deep down inside you don't believe that you are a crappy person. And I've been gaslit by multiple people, and it's interesting to be gaslit by both of your sisters. I think it's really toxic to gaslight anybody. And I didn't realize that at first. Like when I was in my previous relationship, I believe that he gaslit me as well. And I believed him at first, and I would just be so unbelievably depressed, and I would hate myself, and I would often wonder what's wrong with me, because he did not take accountability for his words or his actions, and so he blamed me. And now I'm seeing the signs in one of my siblings, and I can look back and I can think of different times where she has gaslit me, and for the longest time I believed her, and I thought she's right, And my current partner, him and I will joke about it, and we'll be like, quit gaslighting me, and it's all fun and games. And if he really truly were to be gaslighting me, I would say something about it. And so if he words something and it's gaslighty, I will say something, and I don't think he means it. And now that I know the signs and I know what to look for, I know when I am being gaslit. And I think it's really important to really be self-aware of yourself, like inside who you are, because there was even a couple months ago where I was telling myself that I'm a bad person and I feel like a bad person, and people treat me badly probably because I'm a bad person. And now I realize that my sister's words are still in my head. I'm aware that I was being gaslit, but at the same time, I still feel like an imposter. And I have heard people talk about having imposter syndrome, which is basically like deep down inside, you know that you're a good person. You do things for others. You let someone cross the street if you stop at a stop sign and there's someone waiting on the corner. And it's really frustrating to know that you are a good person and you're doing good things, but still feeling like you're not, because you have people in your life telling you otherwise. And it's interesting because I wouldn't purposely hurt somebody now, whereas maybe back in high school when I was really immature, or I had a lot of healing to do from like trauma and childhood stuff. And so yeah, like maybe 15 years ago I was a shitty person, and I see that now, and it's honestly really embarrassing to think about. But now that I'm aware of what I'm doing and how it affects other people, now I'm careful and I make sure that I'm kind and that I don't purposely try to hurt somebody's feelings. And it really bothers me when, especially somebody that's in my own family, just tries to like lie and tell false stories of other people just because they stood up for themselves, or they did something that the other person didn't like. I know that there's probably a lot of people who also go through feeling like an imposter, and so that's why I'm sharing this video. And I would love it if anybody would comment down below, let me know your experiences, if you have any tips. But my tips are just be self-aware. Constantly, well, not constantly, but just make sure you're doing what is right in your heart. And I don't want to be labeled as a bad person by someone else, and I don't want to be labeled as a bad person by myself. So I'm going to continue to do what I think is right, and if that pisses somebody off, then that's their problem, It's not mine. So, yeah, let me know if you guys can relate. If you have any other, anything else you want to say about this topic, I'd love to hear it. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.